Hi, I'm Jackie Russell from Teak Media and Communication. We're here doing Talking Nonprofits with Teak, and today we have Eric Molho from Bond Partners. Hey, Eric.
Good morning, Jackie. How are you doing?
Great. Thanks for joining today. We are going to talk about what are the challenges that nonprofits have in integrating AI into their universes now.
Absolutely. This has been a really fun topic over the last year, and I think it's just going to continue to grow as we adopt and leverage AI in our nonprofit world. As I've been going across the country and talking with nonprofit leaders about their use of AI, it's been really interesting to hear the various stories. People are anywhere on their journey. So some of us are just starting. Some people have been dabbling for a while. Some people are really early adopters and jumping into the deep end and doing some advanced use with the tool. But at the center of all of this, I think, is the challenge that so many of our nonprofits face, trying to do really ambitious goals, trying to achieve really important missions, but with really limited capacity, right? We only have so many hours in the day. We only have so many dollars. We only have so many people in our office. And AI is one of the few solutions out there that really offers the opportunity for us to build capacity without hiring anybody, without spending more money, and just by becoming more efficient and leveraging some of the tools within the machine, leveraging the skills that the AI tool has to help us achieve some of the things that maybe are sucking up a lot of time and not necessarily adding as much value. So yeah, I think it has tremendous promise for many of our nonprofits.
Agreed. So go back for a second. Tell me a little bit about Bond Partners and how you got into this work.
Sure. So I am the founder and lead consultant with Bond Partners. We're a consulting agency focused on nonprofits. And a lot of what I've been doing over the last few years has been in the strategic planning realm. But just over a year or so ago, I got exposed to AI and the potential for how it could help my business and how it can help me become more efficient, and learned really quickly that there was a lag, I would say, between some of my clients and what I'm seeing in the nonprofit sector and what I was reading about and what I was beginning to experience in my own business. So I jumped into the space of beginning to present and share with nonprofits and help them on this journey to say, hey, this is a tool for you as well. And it's a really valuable and important tool, as I said, that can build capacity, that can help you become more efficient so you can spend more time on your mission and the work that really drives you. So it's a real pleasure for me. I get to meet with clients all across the country, both leveraging AI in my work and also helping them to leverage AI in their work.
Yeah, that's great. So in this work with them, let's go to the problem action solution formula. What are the problems nonprofits face as they try to integrate AI? What are the actions that you're asking them to take to overcome those challenges? And what are the results or solutions that you're seeing?
Well, certainly there's the big challenge that faces every nonprofit, which I already mentioned a little bit, and that is that we're just trying to do so much, and all of our organizations are stretched thin. There's only so many people, so many hours, so much money, and so there's a challenge there that I often encounter in my strategic planning practice of helping organizations to focus and prioritize. And another challenge that many of our nonprofits face, I think, is kind of giving ourselves permission that it might feel like we're cheating or we're using the AI tool and we shouldn't be using the tool, when in fact the tool can help us get to our mission. It can help us be more effective at delivering the work we want to do. And finally, of course, there's a skills challenge, right? This is new technology. We're all learning it. Many of our leaders and organizations are in various places across the continuum as they develop their AI skills. And so we've got an organizational learning problem as well as people adopt AI and begin to think about how to use it effectively and ethically. Some of the actions that people can take in terms of addressing these challenges, I think that one of the most important things people can do is just to pause and take a look at their to-do list right now, all the things that are on your plate, all of the things that are taking up your time. Begin to identify, what are the things I hate doing? What are the things that I think are really hard for me to accomplish or take up a lot of time that maybe don't have value? They may be important overall for us to do, but it doesn't feel like something that we're energized by, and begin to ask the question as to whether or not those are projects that the AI tools can help us with. And one way we can do that is by jumping into an AI tool right away, going to a Claude, going to a Perplexity, going to ChatGPT and say, hey, I have this project on my to-do list. I think it's going to take me 6 hours to accomplish. Can you help me, Mr. AI tool, Mrs. AI tool? Can you help me to become more efficient or to make this project a little less painful? So maybe I only have to spend 4 hours or 3 hours on it rather than spending the full 6 hours of that time. I think a second action that a lot of people can take advantage of is begin the conversation within the organization about who is already using AI. It's been really interesting as I speak across the country to different groups of all different sizes that it's pretty frequent that people are using AI in work, but it's not always common that they're talking about how they're using the tool. And so we have to begin to build a culture within our organizations of what we're doing, when we're using the tool, how we're using it effectively, where we're finding success, and sharing that so that some of our colleagues can also demonstrate and learn from our success. I should say, as a little side note, which is critically important, all of our nonprofit organizations, if they don't already, need to get moving pretty quickly on developing an AI policy. Because what you don't want to have happen is somebody in your organization leverage an AI tool kind of on the side and perhaps use it for data analysis or some other use that you have not approved as an organization. So separately to using the AI, it really is critical for all of our organizations to spend some time developing a policy so that everybody in the organization knows what's fair, knows what's appropriate, knows what they're allowed to do and what they shouldn't be doing when they're using these AI tools. So anyway, that second action was around how we talk about the tools within our organization. And the third action I would recommend is to jump in, is to give it a problem and begin to see. You don't have to boil the ocean. You don't have to choose the most complex project on your task list, but find a project and see if it might be appropriate and see if there are ways that the AI tool can help you to become more efficient. The more we use these tools, the more we begin to find additional uses, additional ways that they can help us to become more effective and more efficient.
Great advice. What are some of the results that you've been seeing?
Yeah, with our clients, we have seen a lot of people use this tool in a lot of really effective ways. So as I've said on this kind of time-saving piece, some of our clients have been able to use this to accelerate some of their data analysis. And this is a great example of where the work we do doesn't always align with the work we wanted to do when we got into this field. Like a lot of folks working in nonprofit did not get into nonprofit leadership because they want to run Excel spreadsheets or because they want to write grant forms. And we have been able to help clients leverage the AI tools to make these processes more efficient and more effective. So you think about writing a grant, you think about that process. Your work in writing a grant should be about the compelling programming and the compelling mission that your organization is doing so that that reader really wants to make sure that they're going to fund your project. You shouldn't be spending hours and hours counting characters, trying to get it into a word count, double checking if every single question is answered in the grant application. And those are skills that AI can do in a millisecond. You can take a PDF of a grant application, take your raw answers to every single one of those questions, and ask the tool, did I answer every question? Have I made a compelling case here? Did I hit the 250 word limit? And then leverage the tool to help you do those administrative tasks so that you can focus on the work of creating a compelling program or creating a compelling description. We've also worked with clients on their fundraising. So particularly for smaller shops, for organizations where you may only be a one-person development shop or even a part-time fundraiser. The tools can help you to analyze your donor data to begin to see Can I set up a test? Can I effectively determine whether I should be sending out an email of this time of year or that time of year? Who are my donors who are responding more effectively to my email campaigns versus my print campaigns? How might I develop a stewardship plan, recognizing that I have very limited resources, only a few hours a month, a stewardship plan that's appropriate for my donors? All of these are things that an AI tool can help us get a jump on, can get done very effectively and very efficiently, and save us, a couple hours a week, a couple hours a day, again, so we can get back to the work at hand. So those are just a couple examples that we've seen that are really fun to watch.
Yeah, that's especially for nonprofits, time is money. And I mean, enough said. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's great. Good for you. Thank you so much. That's really helpful. Thanks for joining today. And I look forward to talking to you again.
Well, thanks for the opportunity, Jackie.